Learning mitzvos in action with Torah-Box. Every Jew has the obligation to hang a mezuzah on every doorway of his house. A mezuzah is a rolled parchment containing Torah passages, including the Shema Yisrael, and other verses referring to the Creator's unity and love for us. The Torah promises us that whoever is meticulous about fulfilling this mitzvah will live a longer and more prosperous life. It is mandatory and indispensable to choose a mezuzah from a sofer, a scribe, known for his fear of heaven and his knowledge regarding all aspects and requirements of writing a mezuzah. One must check a mezuzah twice in the course of every 7 years to make sure that the writing has not been erased. Since the mezuzah contains a high level of holiness, the parchment must be covered with a box. One hangs a mezuzah at the entrance of one's home and in every room, such as a living room, a sleeping room, or a kitchen. One only says the blessing on the mezuzah once at the time of hanging the mezuzah. If the room size is smaller than 11.8 square feet, it is not mandatory to place a mezuzah. In an office or store, while one must place a mezuzah, it is done without saying a blessing. One shall not hang a mezuzah in a bathroom or washroom. One can hang a mezuzah at any time of the day or night, except on Shabbat or Yom Tov. In Israel, one shall place the mezuzah right after moving into a new house or apartment, even before spending the first night there, and whether the house is being rented or owned. By contrast, outside of Israel, if the house is owned, one must place the mezuzah right away. But if the house is rented, one can wait up to 30 days before affixing the mezuzah. If the mezuzahs were placed within 30 days, one shall not recite the blessing. On the 31st day, one will need to take them off, wait a few hours, and affix them again, and say the blessing beforehand. One shall not wait for the Chanukas Habayis, the inauguration of the house, in order to affix the mezuzah. In order to roll the mezuzah, one must hold it vertically, with the verse of the Shema Yisrael facing upward. One starts by rolling the mezuzah from the left side to the right side, as to first see the Shema Yisrael when one opens it. It is highly recommended to cover it with a plastic sleeve before inserting it into the box. It is preferable that an individual knowledgeable with such procedures rolls up the mezuzah, for one's movement can render it unsuitable for use. A mezuzah must be hung on the right-hand lintel of a doorway. For Sephardim, it must be placed vertically, whereas Ashkenazim will place it with a slight inclination towards the inside of the room. It must be placed at the beginning of the door's upper third section, inside the doorway. Both men over the age of 13 and women over the age of 12 can hang mezuzahs. One will recite the following blessing: Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedishanu b'mitzvosav, v'tzivanu likvoa mezuzah. One that affixes the mezuzah. If one needs to hang several mezuzahs, one must have in mind that the blessing applies to all mezuzahs. There shouldn't be any interruption until the last mezuzah is fixed. It is a very good habit to kiss a mezuzah when entering or exiting the house. Indeed, by doing so, one pays attention to it and is reminded of the message it conveys.